Hey everyone, mercedes-amg here. This is a guide to beat Lewis Hamilton's time on Nurburgring GP. Let's get this started. Your first braking point is when your car is in the middle of the path that is on the left. You'll have to brake pretty early here to try to take advantage of the apex. There's a little dip just after the apex that you can take advantage of to help the car rotate a bit more. Make sure you get ready to countersteer. Then ease off the throttle for this turn, and when you hit the apex, just slowly get back on the throttle. Brake well before the green astroturf on the right ends, and you'll brake hard for a moment, and then trail brake your way into the apex. Try to stick as much to the inside as you can. Slowly get on the throttle, and when you hit the next apex, you will shift into third gear. You can also go just a tiny bit wide over here, and make sure you get ready to countersteer once again. Brake before the track on the right ends, and you'll brake hard for a moment, then trail brake your way through. And you want to get yourself to the left side of the track as soon as you can, because you'll then brake when the curb on the left ends. And once again, you'll brake hard for a moment, then trail brake into the apex, and carefully get on the throttle, and you want to get a good exit out of here. Look for the gray curb on the left as you will brake right when it starts. You have to be careful here when you're easing off the brakes, as it's a bit easy to get the car to do any unnecessary sliding. Carefully accelerate once you hit the apex, and by the time you're pointing away from the white tent, you should be at full throttle, and once again, get ready to do some countersteering. Climb onto both curbs and ease off the throttle when you're moving from right to left. Your next braking point is when the dark tarmac on the right starts, and you'll have to brake hard for a moment, take advantage of the apex, and carefully get back on the throttle. You'll need to brake a bit early here, and you're going to trail brake for quite a bit, and you want to get the car to rotate as quickly as you can, because the moment you start to accelerate, you pretty much have to commit to it, otherwise you'll lose time if you lift off the throttle. Now this is where you're going to make most of the time and potentially catch up to Lewis Hamilton's ghost. Brake well before you reach the 100-meter mark, and you're going to take advantage of both of the curbs, both of the apexes. Try to clip them nicely and stabilize the car and get back on the throttle as soon as you can. Then brake before you reach the dirt patch that is on the left, and you'll brake hard for a moment. Trail brake your way into the apex. Try to stay as close as you can to the inside, then carefully accelerate your way out, and that is it for the lap guide. Hopefully you found it useful, and hopefully it gets you closer to the medal that you want. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. So this is mercedes-amg, the world's most okay player, and I'll see you in the next video.